Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good. You fill in the time of day that you're listening to this. As one Crookshank here, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division One college football player, current six-time published author and educator. If you do not know, I will let you just know right off jump. If you're new to the whole Move Swiftly world, I created this whole brand, this whole concept, this whole business, all of that. That is all about taking the innovative teamwork lessons that you learn on the football field and applying them to businesses and business owners so they have a staff and or a group of employees that moves as efficiently as a championship high school or youth football team. Hence the reason I'm doing exactly what I'm doing right now every single Saturday. College football. It's a what we do around here is taking those innovative teamwork lessons from the college football world, because that is a world I'm very versed in and know very, 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 very well. And there's so many parallels to how that runs and how your business can run efficiently and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very important that you take it all in. If you are interested in hearing more about the employee development workshops and how all that stuff works, just simply go to makeyamove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. You can see it right there on your screen. All the information that you need to find on me will be available there for you to take into consideration in regards to getting more inquiries and getting more info on that. So, all that being said, we have a game. We have a game. Again, if you go down this channel and you see the games that I've covered, I've done, you'll see where I watched the entire. I'm a Michigan fan. I'm a diehard, insanely diehard, psychotic Michigan Wolverines football fan. And you'll see where I watch a lot of Michigan football, but because I watch a lot of Michigan football, I also have to watch a lot of Ohio State football as well. So this is the second game I'm doing with Ohio State. It's specifically this year. The last going into the season, there was a lot of Ohio State games as well. But I did do the Texas game at the beginning. I did the Illinois game versus USC, which is on this very channel. USC, who Michigan plays later on tonight. I won't be recording now, but I'll be watching it somewhere. Again, all that stuff. It's great to see these two teams that have already been on this channel. I'm going to be watching them, see how they progress and how they develop, and all of that. All of that is the importance of it is because I'm bringing all this up because it's applicable to how you run your business. You gotta, get a good sample size, a good size of how your people are doing on 1 week and how they're progressing through another week, through another year, through another quarter, through another, however you wanna break it down. It's really, really important that you see the way people are developing over time and give yourself a good sample size so you can make the proper evaluation. So all that being said, they're scheduled to kick off in a couple, about 6 minutes here. I'll have the thumbnail. Whenever I'm not actually addressing the game, I'll have the thumbnail. I'll have this thumbnail right there, so you guys know this is what's going to be happening. We'll be here for a while. Be here. It's a good 3-hour game. It should be a fun one. So all that being said, again, I'll be back when play officially starts, and we'll go from there. All right. Talk to you guys in a moment. All right, folks, we are back. We are here. They're about to kick it off, and let's go. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. And we're off. Here we go. A touchback. Here we go. All right. We got this kid, Julian Sand, who, again, this is the number one team. It's number one team in the country, which doesn't mean a damn thing in October at all. You know, again, this is college football, and this is, you never know, any given day, any given week, anybody can be beaten. So you got to take the approach that every single week, every game stands on its own. So in a hostile environment, they're away. Let's see how they can respond to this challenge, because it will be a challenging game. If you guys saw on this channel, Illinois did have a good win against USC a couple weeks ago, so we'll see how they come out today. Trips and the blitz that doesn't get home. Great catch by our wide receiver. Great catch. The ball was thrown behind, and he was still able to make a grab and get a first down. Made the adjustment. Good job by him. All right. This offense is moving. Hey, Ryan Day's going to have that. Even without Chip, they're going to have that efficiency. Now, I believe that the offensive coordinator, oh my God, the name's the tip of my tongue. He spent a lot of time as the receivers coach. It's gonna come to me at some point. But the offensive coordinator is someone that has actually been around. He played wide receiver there. I'm drawing a blank on his name. It's a well-known name too, because he actually played for the Dolphins. We spent some time in the NFL, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. Ooh. Great tip by that. It looked like the linebacker got his hand on it. All right, third and 8. Let's see what they do. It's like they are showing blitz. Let's see if they know. They end up only rushing 4 and gave him too much time. Gave him way too much time. Gave the quarterback way too much time in that situation. You cannot, I get you don't want to blitz. You don't want to live by the blitz, but you gave him too much time. If you're going to send just 4 guys, you got to make sure those 4 guys get home in some kind of way, because that's just way too much time. Yeah, Brian Hartline. That's it. Brian Hartline. I had to look it up. I was like, it's killing me, man. It's good. Brian Hartline, yeah. Played some receiver in the NFL, I remember. Yep. It's a way to play the run right there. Great way playing the run. Guy came inside out. So a great way of stopping the run there. All right. Good protection. Again, that's all that's going to happen. If you're not getting home with 4, see, this is the problem we're seeing so far, at least in this first drive with the Illinois defense, is they're not getting home with their 4 down linemen. So the quarterback is just simply picking up parts. Great protection. He's progressing through he's going through his progressions, getting through his reads. That guy's not there. He goes to the guy that's open. And when you give a quarterback that kind of time with the receivers and the talent that they have, that will happen. You've got to make sure you're putting pressure on him. All right, you've got to make sure you're putting pressure. That's why I can't wait. I cannot wait for when they come to Ann Arbor, so Michigan can, Wink Martindale can really draw up some blitzes and really tear their ass up. And also on that point, this is the importance of when you're recruiting. You got to find guys that can play man coverage. You got to find guys that can do a lot of different things. So if you have to run a blitz, hey, you're secure enough with your corners and your safeties that they can play man coverage, because that's what they're gonna have to do. And they come with the blitz here and they get burnt. They get burned. They got burnt by this blitz. So this was this actually ended up being, it looked like a draw play. Let's see the replay here. Let's watch the guard. Yep, slow. It was slow, kind of a slow run play, and that back. You saw that backside backer blitz on the opposite side, and that left the hole. Ohio State is moving. Bo Jackson. Oof. Decent job by the Ohio State D line. Excuse me, the Ohio State offensive line. Safety came up and made a good play. You don't want the safeties making that. You want to see if your D line can slow them down. The safety made a solo tackle play. That's one man. That's all it really takes is one man to make you miss. And that's it. See this one man making the tackle. You want to see, if you're a defensive guy, you want to see your linebackers in there first, getting a hand on them first. You want to see your D line getting somewhere first. You don't want your safety making that tackle solo. So be right back when they come from break. Be right back when they come from break. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. We're back right now. Ohio State. Sure, a lot of people expected, coming out with a very, very dominant opening drive. We'll see how it finishes off. All right. 2nd and 7. I believe they're at their own. Is that 13? Come with it's a good call. Try to get them with some misdirection there. Great tackle. Way to read your underkeys. Situation like that, you really got to read your underkeys and see where the ball is going. And you don't need to be fooled by all the action and the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. All right, like in the backfield and stuff like that. When I say behind the scenes. 3rd and 4, big down here. If Illinois can hold to a field goal, it'd be a big stop for them. Good. That's a good tackle. Great tackle. Yeah, not a bad call there either. Not a bad call there either. It's just read and played well. That comes from film study, what you were doing, how you're prepping throughout the week. That's where that comes from, okay? And knowing what they like to call in certain situations when they get down low. All of those things, the preparation. That's why I tell you every day, we do not rise. We don't teach rising to the occasion. We teach falling to your level of preparation, falling to your level of preparation. When it's time to show up, you got to show up and fall to your level of preparation. And it's good. Ohio State up 3-0. They strike first. All right. I'll be back when play resumes. Be back when play resumes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. As one Crookshank here. One and only. Your one and only. Your one and only. Move swiftly speaker. Breaking down this Ohio State versus Illinois game. Ohio State just went up 3-0. Very impressive. I'll give you that. A very impressive drive where they were able to finish it off with a field goal. We'll see if the Fighting Illini can actually answer. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what they do offensively. All right, come out with a pass, decent protection, and it's great coverage. It's great coverage. Nowhere to go with the ball. Great coverage, great film study from the Ohio State defense, which is a motherfucker. They have a defense. Again, you are listening to someone who is a diehard Michigan football fan. But this Ohio State defense, I will give credit where credit is due. This Ohio State defense is different, man. They're different. There's a guy named Caleb Downs, number 2. Believe you have got to know where he is at all times. There he is coming down. Bang. You saw him there. Decent run. That's a decent run there. And they need that. They need to make sure they do what they have to do. Stick to the run game, or try to stick to the run game. All right. If this Ohio State defense does, they are stifling. They're fast. They're not gonna be out of position too often. I mean, I've seen it from last year to this year. Really nut up on the goal line and make some incredible plays. All right, 3rd and 3, 3rd and manageable, and then they go to 5 wide. All right. Oof. It's all right call. They did get the first down, so it served its purpose. The blocking wasn't the best there, but they did get away with it. They did, get away with it at the first down. So they did get a first down. So you got to give them credit there. All right. Oh man. It again, pretty much the same play, but the issue again is your receivers have got to be blocking. Your receivers have got to be blocking downfield, and that was not the best job. They get a 7-yard gain, but they weren't blocking. The receivers weren't blocking enough. It would have been a better play had the receivers got better blocks. Pull here. I told you. Hey, again, that Ohio State defense plays. That was a backside defensive end that reads the guards that are pulling down, and he goes and makes a play. Great play by 97. Great play by 97. All right. Sees the guards pulling down, and then he goes and attacks the play. That's reading underkeys. This is what I mean when I say when you establish the run game with them, you got to get north-south. You got to get north-south. You can't be doing too much misdirection. Good, and yeah, you got. Jeez, turnovers are not turnovers. No, not turnovers. Turnovers are bad. Turnovers are bad. If you're the opposing team, Ohio State will exploit these things. You can't have turnovers. Looks like he threw it in the coverage. The ball bounces up, and looks like the safety of the backer. It looks like the backer, linebacker, goes and picks it off because it was in the coverage though. The ball should not have been thrown there. The ball was thrown in the coverage. Look, it's covered well. And he thought he could stick it in there, and it ends up being a disaster. All right, Illinois, you're going to have to stop him now. You're going to have to stop him. You're going to have to stop him. Quick change, you're going to have to stop him. Defensively, this is the worst because you just got to deal with what is. Quick change. Again, just like in business. Why the game parallels business in so many ways. It's because when there's a quick change, when something happens, when something just happens in business, now you got to figure out how you're going to adjust to it. I got 3 wide trips, motion in, bring the tray. All right, we got 4 down, 2-by-1 with the tight end up top. Oh, man. Illinois, this is going to be a long day if you don't get your shit together. Oh, it'll be a long day. You don't get your shit together. You can't have them just running downhill on you like that. Can't have that. That's a great block. Yep, great block up front. If they once an offensive coordinator sees that they can do that and win the game and just pound the rock right at you, they don't stop. They don't stop. It's like stop us, stop us, stop us. And that's the way it should be. If you can run the ball, go ahead and just keep running, keep pounding the rock. Play action there. And then with that kind of weapons, those kinds of weapons at wide receiver, if you're able to also run, it's a bad day. It's a long day for the opponent. That's what it will be. All right, so you got to make sure you're stopping the run. Another great tackle by number 7, but it's basically solo tackles. Got to get some of his buddies involved. Got to get some of his buddies involved. That's too easy. That's way too easy. That is way too easy. It should be a touchdown, even if they don't give it to him. It should be a touchdown. Splitting hairs. Oh, way too easy. Just pound the rock in and get it in. Get it done. They look good, man. They look good. Can't lie to you. The number 1 team in the country does look good. They are looking like the number 1 team in the country. They are. As painful as that is for me to say, they do look good. They do look like, great double team. Great. Oh, my gosh. Look at the double team. That's just straight up smash mouth football right there. Pound the rock and go play some ball. That's what that is. That's what that is. That double team and just straight moving men. Moving men. All right. So now it's huge. It's absolutely imperative that the Illinois offense answers this. You don't want to go down. You don't want to go down 17-0 to the Ohio State Buckeyes. You need to keep it close, keep it close, keep it close as you get into the fourth quarter. Be back when the play starts. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, now we're in a situation, as one Kirkshank here, by the way, but we're in a situation where the Fighting Illini better answer because Ohio State is up 10-0, and the way they scored their points was one off of a very long, grueling drive that looked like an Ohio State versus Illinois game, meaning it looked dominant on the Ohio State end. And the next one was off of a turnover that they were able to pound the rock in and score the way you should be scoring the touchdowns, which is to score to keep the ball on the ground and go after it. So let's see if they do answer. All right. We will be back when the play starts. And we are back as one Crookshank here, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, current 5-time, I gotta stop saying that. Current 6-time published author and educator. Be sure you stay on the lookout. I literally just was texting my thumbnail guy, and we got, or not thumbnail guy, I call him my thumbnail guy, but got the book cover design, working through the book cover now. As soon as the book cover is ready, something I like, I'm going to be putting up the pre-order for sale for anybody that is interested. how to be a wintrepreneur. Nobody gonna look through out there. Nobody else is using the term wintrepreneur. All right, great cut by this running back here. Great cut. Way to be patient and see where he could find his opening. All right. Now we have to leave. We have to look at the replay to see if there was a hold or how he sprung out like that. But it was initially, at least as it stands, it was a great play by him. Max protect. This is how you slow down the pass rush. Max protect and just throw one up. Oh yeah, they gotta give it that. There was a lot of contact on that. A lot of contact. A lot of contact. Let's see the replay. A lot of contact. So we're here. He grabbed. Oh no. That is a hold. There was a hold there that they just did not call. The only reason they didn't call it, I think, is because he went and played the ball. But you could see his jersey being grabbed on right there, and they didn't call it. All right, here we go. Second and 10, and I told you that the Ohio State defense is so fast. Again, the play was there. The play was actually there. It was a good draw play, but they have D linemen that are good enough to get off their blocks and go make a tackle before it breaks. That was a great job by 98. Great job by him. Big boys like that ain't supposed to move that fast, man. I mean, excuse me, not 98, 95. Big boys moving fast. All right. Hey, the quarterback got to put it better. He got to put it better. 4th and 10. This thing could get really ugly for Illinois. It's right. And this is the thing with Ohio State. And I used to say this all the time last year, and it's going to be the same thing this year. All right. You don't want to get down early against Ohio State. You got to run the whole race. You got to run the track. You got to keep it close throughout the entire game. But if what I'm seeing right now, which is it's set up right now to where Ohio State is in position to go up 17-0, you're not coming back. There's no coming back, all right? You have to make sure you don't lose the game in the first quarter. You don't want to lose the game in the first quarter, not against these guys. That's what happens. They jump on you. That offense starts moving. They start hitting their guys. I mean, it's like people say, they're wide receiver you. And right now, they're looking to put the game away. I can guarantee you, they're going to come out with a very aggressive play call. They're coming out with a very aggressive play call. A very aggressive play call coming out because they're up by 2 possessions. So we'll see here. All right. You got that. See what I say with that aggressive play? They got their phenom Jeremiah Smith lined up at running back. So you know something's up. And he's going to get out, and boom, they try to get him the ball. Miscommunication. I mean, that was easy to know. You knew what was going on. You had 4 in the backfield. It's some split out. It's miscommunication with the with the way the play was executed. But these are the things you have to see as a D coordinator or just in general. You know their guys, you know who they want to get the ball to, so they're going to put them in certain situations, and which makes it easier for them to get them the ball. Go with the run. Hey, this is big. This is a big stop for the defense right now. Big stop. It's a big stop if they can get it. Right now we got third and looks like about third and 8. Third and 8 and third and 9. Third and 8, yeah, third and 9. Yeah, they're going to need the crowd for this one. They're going to need the whole crowd for this one. Let's see what happens. Great catch. Great catch. It's a great catch. Great execution. Great catch. You got two. That would have been good in the NFL. Been a good NFL catch. They call it wide receiver U. Ohio State. All right. I remember one year actually, was back when Bill O'Brien was coaching the Alabama. His offensive coordinator in Alabama, and they got a transfer. Great play there. They got a transfer from Ohio State. I can't remember his name, but he was just balling. He was balling at transfer from Ohio State. And Bill O'Brien goes, man, they must have some serious receivers at Ohio State because he had left Ohio State because he wasn't getting any reps. And he goes, they must have some serious receivers at Ohio State if this guy wasn't getting reps. They must have something. They did. This was the year they had Marvin Harrison Jr. and Mika Bokeh, and there was another cat. They had some mother at receiver. Looked like a penalty in terms of not enough men or too many men on the line of scrimmage. One of those things now where as receivers you gotta go to the ref and say I'm on, I'm off, and make sure you're good when it comes to the alignment. Too much arm tackling, too much diving, not enough hitting and driving through to make the tackle. Looks like we're going to take it down. And the first quarter is going to end on that play. We will be back when the play resumes and we kick things off in the second quarter. And we are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Started the second quarter. Let's see how this one plays out. The lead it is Ohio State with a third down. Yep, 3rd and 4. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. He's making adjustments. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's throw one up to your phenom. Why not? Why not? Let's throw one up. And the thing is, it should have been a touchdown. It should have been a touchdown. He hasn't beat, but the ball is underthrown. So Jeremiah Smith has to come back for the ball. But he does have him beat for a touchdown. But he's coming back from the ball, makes a great play, great ball skills there. Got to give it to him. And that's a good play. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back. Let's see if he gets possession of it. That's gonna be close. That's gonna actually be close. So secure the catch down, and the ball when he hits the ground, the ball starts to juggle a little bit.
We're joined by our rules analyst, Mikey Rulebooks, Mike Pereira. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, it's really an interesting one, Gus, because yes, he goes to the ground and the ball does move. All right, it does move. Did he lose total possession, or did he lose the total possession when the defender knocked it out after he rolled over? You know, you look at it and say ruled on the field catch. Is there enough to turn it over? I'm really not sure at this point. Why?
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Even the great Mike Pereira, don't know. And it's all because what? The quarterback underthrew the ball. It should have been something. He should have been running to it. We should have been running underneath it. It should not have had to come back for that. Mm. It's going to be a while. This one's tough. This one is tough. And they've ruled it incomplete. They've overturned it to rule it incomplete. And again, the ball has to be out in front of Jeremiah Smith. When he has the step that he had on him, it was important that the ball gets in front of him. But he's coming back for it. Like you see how he's looking back for it. And that gave the defender time to get underneath it and cause a difficult catch or cause a catch that eventually ended up being ruled incomplete because he just had the time to do it. And it was because the ball was underthrown. That one I'm putting on the quarterback. That one I am putting on the quarterback. All right, we'll see. We'll see if that's the spark they needed. Because they need a spark. They needed something. They needed something good to have it for. Six of 10, 59 rush yards, 2 of 15, and INT. Yeah, so as you can see, the Illinois offense is absolutely struggling. Can't get it. Oh, Jesus. They just can't get anything done. And it looks like, okay, they got a pass interference on that one. Let's see what he did here. Oh, yeah, he got there a little early. Got there a little early, but it was a good break. He just got there a little early. And then that arm wrapped around him, too. All right, here we go. Still a 1st and 10 after the call. Receivers blocking downfield. Hey, young high school, middle school age receivers, if you want to play at this level, if you want to play in the Big Ten, you want to be that guy, that dude, as they say, all right, you got to be able to block downfield. Put that on film. Put it on film. Got to learn how to block downfield. It's a solid run. It's a solid run. Gotta stick to that. Again, like I said at the beginning, north, south, north, south, north, south with these guys. Don't get in that habit or get that habit of trying to go east, west with them. You got to get downhill and get downhill fast. Good. Again, great protection there. Quarterback did a good job reading through his or progressing through his reads. It's there. He's all the way across the field. No, not there. And he puts it right there. He doesn't want to force anything. Learned his lesson. Learned his lesson from that interception earlier. That's some more great coverage. There's some more great coverage by number one. All right, we got bunch up top. Here comes the tight end in motion, and that's the wrong read. The wrong read. You got to cut that. You got to cut that the other way. 4th and 2. It looks like he's actually going for it. Oh man. He got it because he got hit by an Ohio State player that pushed him for the 1st down. Watch it. Yep, he ends up pushing him past the first down marker. More trick plays, more trick plays. That's just not going to work. It's just not going to work with a defense that's this disciplined and this fast and this aggressive. They will not work. All right. Because when I say aggressive, I mean aggressive with their front four and the ones that are not. Look, they only rush four again, but they got enough pressure on them to really make them just throw the ball away. Decent cut, and a good tackle. A bunch up top. The tight end down below. Oh man, running back, decent. No, I say below decent. No, kids say okay, an okay job of pass blocking there. Okay job of pass blocking there. Looks like we got a flag here. So it's 2 penalties by number 1 that's giving them a first down. It's keeping them in the game. Stuff like this adds up over time because if the unthinkable does happen and Illinois does upset Ohio State, you got to point to plays like that is how they would win. Mm-mm. They're reviewing if he did get pushed outside. Yes, it was a catch. It was easily a catch. I don't even know why they reviewed it. He was clearly pushed out of bounds. All right, so it's 4th and 7. Oh wait, they didn't. Yeah, they overturned it, and they got a punt. At least the very least thing they can say is that they've been able to flip the field position, and Illinois is going to have some decent field position to work with on this next drive. All right, we will be right back when the play resumes. And we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Aswan Crookshank here. We'll have the ball going in. They're coming in from the 40. First and 10. Oof. That's a great play by that tight end. He slowed himself down, and he was able to get right into it. Put his shoulders down and get right into it. And great protection. The protection has been there. The protection is allowing this quarterback to really sit back and make plays. No feet, 40. He's driving you. Oh, no, that's number 90. He's driving you. Going the wrong way. Gotta have some feet if you're gonna continue to run your feet. Continue to run your feet. Run your feet and on contact. Run your feet on contact. Roll out here and whoa, ho, 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 ho. Watch that. Watch that pushing out of bounds. It's a big stop. It's a big stop for them, for Illinois, if they can get it done. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, we got trips here. That goes motions out. This simply becomes 5 wide. Oh, man. Where are you throwing that ball? All right, let's see if he can make his kick to put the Buckeyes up 13-0. And it is good. It is good. All right. We'll be back when the play starts. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Aswan Crookshank here. About midway through the second quarter of the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on Illinois, fighting the Illini. They're up 13-0. For the most part, they have pretty much dominated the game. And you kind of get a sense that this thing could be broken up at any given time, broken open at any given time, meaning Ohio State can just start really, really digging into what they do best and just jump on you and turn this into a very lopsided for a very dominant victory for them. It does kind of, you do sense that it's coming. You don't know it's coming, which is why football is the greatest game in the world. You don't know if it's coming. You get a sense of it, but you don't know. Back again, folks. Back again. Now we're in a situation where Illinois has an opportunity. They do have an opportunity to keep this thing within reason. Let's see what they do with it. Let's see what they do with their opportunity. Here we go. But they have not been able to move the ball at all offensively. Ohio State has just absolutely been stifling and suffocating as a defense, as you would expect. Yep. they've just been absolutely eating on that defense. Eating good in the neighborhood. Was it a fumble? Oh, he took the ball. He took the ball, actually. That's a turnover. Let's see it here. So 98 comes in, and yeah, he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, the knee. Oh, good Lord. Running back. Oh. That's all. Yeah, that knee, boy. Oh, my goodness. Any given play, guys, you're always one injury away from it being over. Every single player has to understand that. That really means I lived through an ACL surgery, and that time I see it, it makes me grab my knee. Golly. Uh, I don't know what the review is. It's a fumble. He took the ball from him. All right, here we go. Got to play now. Still got to play. The Kleiman sweep and good tackle. Good tackle, 2-8. Behind the line, it was a great tackle. Uh, all right. Decent gain there. Great execution there. Great execution. Again, result of not getting anything on the blitzes. That's what that's a result of. Excuse me, not on the blitzes, but yeah, result of not getting anything with your front four. When you're not getting home with your front four, the quarterback can just sit back and do what he do. That's a high percentage throw that he made. It's just basically a comeback route. Basically a hitch, comeback route, whatever you want to call it. He came right back and got the possession, got them to move the sticks, which is all you should want. And yeah, the hitch and the comeback route are kind of just designed to, if you don't know this, I'll break it down for you real quick. Because normally football people, they know the difference between a hitch and a comeback route. But for the people that may not know the game of football, basically it's when the receiver is running a route in which they're coming back to the quarterback. So they're running really, really fast to give the illusion that they're going to go deep, and then they're able to stop on the dime, come back, and that momentum, that coming back, it allows an opening for the quarterback to get the ball to them the same way you just saw. So you're going really fast, threatening the deep route, threatening the long pass, and then the DB's backing up and trying to stay with you. The minute you plant the foot the right way and come back to your quarterback, there's a period there where you're wide open, and the quarterback has to hit you with the ball right there as you're making your break, so that because the space between you and the defender is usually the biggest. So That's what that means. All right. Yeah, I gotta break these things down for all my non-football people. So in case you're a non-football person listening and you are interested and you are the person that wants to figure out how to use the game to build your business, use the game to reduce turnover and really make it so you have a system so you do not constantly, continuously find yourself replacing employees. So we're back. That was a quick commercial break. So we are back again. Yep. Let's see what they do. 2nd and 12. So it's a long 2nd and 12. Let's see if Illinois can continue to hold them off. Because it's explosive. It's an explosive offense. Again, too much time. If you're Illinois, it's too much time. It's too much time. He gets it basically. Yep, that's touchdown. It's too much time. He gave him way too much time. And you're not getting home with those front four. Let's see. They called a touchdown on the field. That's a touchdown. Yep, elbow is in bounds. That's actually a touchdown. That is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, but that's a touchdown. That's good. Hey, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough if Illinois to come back. But again, that's why we play the game to see things that you've never seen before. We'll be back when the play resumes. All right, we're back. We're back. Kickoff here. Let's see what they do. 20-0, and this is the danger now. This is the danger. This is the danger. You're Illinois. This is the danger. You got to put something up before that half. You got to put something up before that half because if you do, then you have the opportunity to come back in the second half, seeing that Illinois does get the ball in the second half and get back into this game. But you don't want to go a 3-and-out here. You got to get points on the board before the first half ends. Because right now you're down 20-0, and it'd be too much. It'd be too much to come back from that. All right, here we are. Why did he stop? Who was it tackle? All right, there. Trips. All right, Illinois' offense starting to come alive. Starting to come to life now. This is big for them right now. Mm. Solid gain. And you could see, you could sense it too. You could sense that the Illinois coaches are thinking the same thing. They got to get some points up going into that half. So they are moving with some urgency now. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here. They may get 1 or 2 plays off before that 2-minute warning. They're getting some protection and so sometimes you got to settle for that small game. So, all right, 2-minute warning here, and we'll be back when the play starts. And we are back. As one, Crookshank here, folks. Your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, and current 6-time published author and educator. Represent, created the concept, created the philosophy, created the brand. It's all about taking innovative teamwork lessons that you learn on the football field, applying them to businesses and business owners, so they have a staff and/or a group of employees that moves as efficiently the championship high school or youth football team. Let's go. Let's go. You see exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just talking about stuff, actually doing it, watching another college football game fully with you all. The goal actually is to become a play-by-play announcer for a major network, which is why I'm doing it now. I mean, if Magic, just imagine when I really get the resources, I get a partner, I get, the access to the right film and some of the resources and really do my thing. That day is coming. It is coming. I am also putting it out there now, just so we're clear, that Aswan Cruikshank needs to get some sort of a Heisman vote. All right. 2 weeks ago, Dante Moore, the first time I've ever seen him play was against Penn State, and I just stuck right out on film, and turns out he's a front runner. And this one right here, the clip is on this very channel, actually, where number 2, Caleb Downs, I'm a Michigan fan, Michigan Wolverines fan, so I broke down the game against Michigan last year, and Caleb Downs was all over the field making plays. And and all of that stuff is available for you guys to just review this very channel that you're watching this on. So you guys just know this is what I'm about. All right, let's see. Illinois is driving. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Looks like a pass interference. They catch it like a pass interference. Is that what number is that? That's a touchdown. No, you caught it. That's a touchdown. They grabbed them. Yep, they got it. Ball's caught. One. Oh, he might not have got in. Ball's not caught. That isn't a touchdown yet. No, that's not a touchdown. Yeah, you got to review that. That's not a touchdown. They might have to take the penalty. No part of his body got in. He did not get in. He did not get in. But the pass interference does stand. And let's see. This is where Ohio State is really, really tough. All right, on the goal line, they've made a ton of plays on the goal line to keep teams out of the end zone. This is where they take a great deal of pride in keeping you out the end zone in their goal line defense. So let's see what they do here. Let's see what Illinois attacks them with. All right, here we go. Play action, and I told you, man, it's a challenge. It's a real challenge scoring on these guys inside the 5. It's a real challenge. You can't get too cute with it. You got to kind of just get it done, man. It's not a lot of teams that could get it in the end zone on this. And this is dating back to a year ago. They know how to keep you out of the end zone. They're really, really good at that. Yep. And then you see they're showing it. Again, you see this show. This is what they do. They stop you inside the goal line. This is what they do. They do a great job of it week in and week out. There it is. You see the number. You see the numbers. There it is. 0 red zone touchdowns. Have not allowed a touchdown in the first half this season. And they're threatening now. Let's see if Illinois can change that, though. Here we go. I got the punch there, and it's a neat little play, but they still didn't get in. It's a neat little play. Still didn't get in. The shovel pass. Still didn't get in. Got a lot closer, though. Almost got away from 95. All right, they're inside the one. See if Ohio State is able to hold them here. It's impressive, man. I'm a Michigan fan, diehard Michigan fan, but as a defensive guy, played linebacker. It's an impressive thing to watch a team be this good in the red zone. This good in the red zone. It's insane to me how this could happen every single time a team gets inside. Remember last year happened at Penn State, happened at Texas. The big games that they were playing. They had the opportunities, the teams that had their opportunities to win, and they just could not get the ball in on the goal line. Oh boy, here come the beef. Here come the beef. The three back. Oh, come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Jackass, a boneheaded play that you cannot make right now. 3rd and goal. And then you make some stupid shit like that. Oh, yeah, his teammates having to give it to him, too. You stupid ass. You can't do that. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Let's see what they do. They missed one there. They definitely missed one there. I mean, he wasn't playing the ball at all. That's pass interference. Easily pass interference. But at the end of the day, Ohio State's just being Ohio State, man. They stopped them on the goal line again. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Hate to say it, hate to admit it. It's something that they do very, very well. Very, very well. And here Illinois is having to settle for a field goal. And those are demoralizing, guys. Those are demoralizing when you're able to get the ball that close and to come away with only 3 points. It's an absolutely demoralizing feeling. Get ready for Ohio State to start to really. They're not going to just kill the clock on this one. They got some grown men at receivers, so they're going to try to put it through the air, put it in the air, and really try to push this lead some more. Try to make it a 27-3. Try to make it either 23-3 or 27-3. Try to push this lead out even more. So I don't expect them to just kneel on it. Nope, I do not. Way to retrace 0-7, way to retrace 1-7. He rushing 3 and gets out of bounds. Good defense, 7. So got a false start on Ohio State. It's off and a 50-yard. He was the one actually, I believe. Yes, he kicked the winning field goal against USC a couple of weeks ago. That was captured right here on Film Session Saturday, just so you know. Good job getting out of bounds there. Oh, hit him in his hands. Got to catch that. Got to bring that one in. 1-3. It's a good throw. Hit him in his hands. Let's see if we got to bring that one in. Just a little, just a touch. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. They got to take this thing to the half. Take it to the halftime, man. Emphatically, got to take that one to halftime. Hey, man, got to respect that. They got a defense that's actually playing some football. Got a defense that's absolutely playing. So we will be back when the game comes back. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Hey, it's Warren Crookshank here, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, ready to get the second half started. It is a game that, in all honesty, Ohio State is doing what Ohio State does. They're dominating line of scrimmage. They are being very, 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 very suffocating on the defensive end. And they're just simply allowing the game. They're not forcing anything. They're not forcing anything. They're not forcing the ball down to receivers. They're just kind of taking what the defense is giving them offensively. Defensively, however, the Ohio State Buckeyes are just absolutely fantastic. They're all over the place. They're playing great. Again, myself, as you guys have heard throughout this broadcast, or throughout, if you keep up with any of my work, I am a diehard Michigan fan, but I'm a fan of the game of football. So I know when I see good football, I'm seeing good football when it comes to the Buckeyes, man, and they are playing really, really well. The game could have easily been the score could easily be a lot worse than it actually is, and do get the feeling that at any moment, and we kind of been getting the feeling throughout the game, that any moment Ohio State could break this thing wide open. And you just got to be understanding of that. You got to understand that the quality of competition that you have, the quality game they play, it's good football. So we'll see how things play out in the second half. But, again, this is why we watch the game, to see if the people can prove us wrong. But I'm personally predicting that Ohio State's going to open this thing up and make it very clear to everyone why they're ranked the number one team in the country. And it doesn't, unless Illinois can really get something going, it doesn't look like they have a whole lot. But we shall see. All right, here we go. Kickoff is happening in just a moment here, and we'll see. Actually, we'll see right here on this drive if Illinois can kind of get something going, get something in the end zone, and go from there. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here we go. Let's see what they did. Here we go. All right, looks like. And not enough. They're not moving the ball enough on the ground. Not moving the ball enough on the ground. He's so upset about that. It looked like a pass interference, yeah. Good catch there. Way to thread the needle by the quarterback. Oh. Good find by 2-1. Good find by 21. Whoa. There you go. Going after number one again. He's pulling his jersey. He's pulling his jersey. Reps, you got to see that. He tries to armbar him. What the heck is he throwing that? Pressure. That's what pressure gets you. That's what pressure gets you. When the pressure, that's the kind of air that you're going to see from a quarterback. Bunch up top and in the corner. Oh, good find. Great find. Great pickup of the blitz and great find. Good play. Good play. Good play. Let's see. Hey, you're an Illinois fan watching this, but not get excited. Not get excited until you put that ball in the end zone. Okay, this red zone thing, these red zone stops that Ohio State have, it's what they become. It's what they become known for. I got 3 wide down a little below. Uh-oh. Second ago, good tackle, decent tackle by number 8. Oh, can they get in? He got it. Oh no, he got in though. That looked like a touchdown, man. Oh, geez, yeah, elbows down, ball's not quite there. All right, see if they can punch it in here. 3rd and goal. Boom, spin, boom, gets away, and that looked like a touchdown. Woo, Jesus. They do not play that goal line, man. Let's look at the replay. All right, he gets away here. Oh, that missed the face mask, though. And that is insanely close. Okay, and so where's the ball? He's not down yet. He's not down yet. That looks like a touchdown. That looks like a touchdown. I mean, he's really literally on the goal line. That one was really close. Yeah, it looks like he's in. It looks like he's in. All right. See what they do. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but let's see if they could continue this streak up. Can they keep this up? Fourth and goal. There we go. Oh, the good old option play. All right, somebody finally got in the end zone. They needed that. They needed that bad. Neat call. It's like this neat little nifty call here. Give it to him, and then he gets a option. It's the running back. All right, we'll be back when the play starts. Oh, starts back, I should say. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. And we are back. We are back. Illinois has finally gotten on the board. Made this a still two possession game, but within reach, 10 points. We'll see if the defense can stop them. And it seems that the offense has found somewhat of a rhythm. Uh, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. It's like, what the hell happened to the game? I might be proven wrong. I did that halftime. I mean, I'd happily be proven wrong. Let's see if they can hold Ohio State for a few stops here. Mm. And again, the protection isn't there. I mean, excuse me, not the opposite. The protection is there, and Illinois is not getting home on the blitz. They're not putting any pressure on Julian Sang, so he's able to just pick you apart and do pretty much what he wants to do. Yeah. Mm. There you go. It's third down. It's third down. It's a big stop. This would be a big stop for Illinois. False start. Oh, oh, it's timeout, 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 timeout. All right, we'll be back when the play starts. Uh, All right, we're back. That's one Crookshank here. Score 20-10. Ohio State taking on Illinois. It's a 3rd and 5. Big play here. Big opportunity here for Illinois. Seeing that the Illinois offense has seemed to have found somewhat of a rhythm, something. They've done something. We'll see if the defense can match up and get a couple stops here to make the game really, really interesting. So my prediction coming into the second half was Ohio State was just going to run away with it, seeing how things went in the first half. Oh, jeez, again. So just give them the first down. Why don't you? Still 3rd down. Still 3rd down now. Oh, good job. Good job. About the quarterback getting away from the pressure, finding the open man, keeping his eyes downfield. Boom. Eyes downfield, and go hits him. Good tackle. Who's that? Number 5. Great tackle. Oh boy. Who's that hurt? Is that Jeremiah Smith? Oh no. Delay game. Yeah, he's still hurt. Oof. Look like he just landed awkwardly. All right, let's see what the game's going on here. Ooh. That's the way run's supposed to look right there. That's how you draw it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bang. Nice run out there and hit the back. Oof. All right, looks like he's getting back in. Oh, there we go. Who's that? Number 7? No, 2. Number 2. Great play. Great play, man. All right, we'll be back when the game starts. Yeah. Mm. Whew. I'm trying to explain myself up, bro. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Oh, where we at next week? Oh, ho, ho, ho. We're back, baby. Big Blue Nation, we're back. Well, Michigan Wolverines are back on, and that will be the game. So just know that will be the game going into it. You already know. The Huskies. Husky got a big one tonight against USC. Get that win, come back home, get a win against the Huskies, and it's time to rock and roll, baby. It's time to get ready for that big showdown in Ann Arbor with these guys. with these guys. Oh, ho, ho. Very possible that Ohio State comes into Ann Arbor as the number 1 team ranked in the country, and I do believe that we are getting better. I think we'll at least maybe be in top 12-ish teams, top 15. Doesn't really matter the ranking because you got to get it done on the field. You got to get it done on the field. Oh, 4th and 1, they're going for it. 4th and 1, why not? You got the Ohio State offensive line. Why not go for it? And they got it. Sneak, they got it. Well, first and goal. Oh, oh, oh. Somebody got it in the backfield. Good job, 41. All right, third and goal. Let's see what they do. 7-minute drive. Man, they took up pretty much the whole third quarter. Oh, it's close. It's close. Touchdown, the ref calls it. And it looked like it was. Bang, kicks out there. Cut. It's a touchdown. All right, we'll be back when the play starts. Okay, folks, we're back. Aswan Crookshank here. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, where Ohio State just took a 27-10, the commanding 27-10 lead. And right now, pressure's on Illinois to respond. All right, here we go. All right, they're fast, man. They are fast. That's a deep tackle making that play. Retracing the steps, just not being lazy. Again, to minute, second in this third quarter. It's like 3-1, and oh no, fumble. Oh no, oh no, not a fumble. That's the worst thing that could happen there. Now this thing might get really lopsided. You're gonna turn the ball over, you got a problem. All right, this thing might get really, really lopsided in favor of Ohio State. Strategic blitz. They end up only rushing 4, even though they did bring it seemed like the nickel, and he got there. And he got there good. Playmakers, man, playmakers. And that could be it. That could be it for Illinois right there. That could be it. I mean, getting the ball right there very easily could be 30 now, going to be 34-10. Could not turn the ball over in that situation. You had to at least stay on track, stay in pace with them, and you can't afford those costly mistakes. You could see he wanted to go deep, but that was covered pretty well. Good throw, good catch there. Yeah, so why that's a very difficult throw because it's angled at a certain way where you got to hit the guy, and then when you're throwing it from the pocket, it is not an easy throw to make. So don't. I know he makes it look easy, but don't brush it off. It's a challenging throw to make. First down. They most likely will take this down to take it down to the fourth quarter. Hmm. That guy's locked it up. On there and that'll do it. Here we go. Fourth quarter. Get them up. 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 Fourth quarter. A select few people know what that actually means. We are back. Score now 27-10 Ohio State. Look at the time of this 10 minutes. Yes, that's what happens. The score is pretty indicative to what what ball control can do. Just wear you down, wear you down, wear you down, wear you down. Now you are in the fourth quarter, and your team is worn down. That's why you got to make sure you do not allow Ohio State to get up early on you, because then the floodgates and the balanced attack that they come at you with will start hurting. Let's see what they come with. Oh man, that's an old school formation right there. That's an old school formation right there. First and goal. What was that? It sounded, or at least it looked like he was saying, "Why is the ball in the middle of the field?" Now, just so you're clear, that is a big deal. That is important, especially to play callers and head coaches. The hash and the ball being in the middle of the field and other hash right half to the boundary and all that kind of stuff. It plays a role. It does play a role in the play calling, what they're trying to do from a play calling standpoint. So, you can call plays to the field, to the boundary, all that kind of stuff. So where the ball is placed on the field is actually very important to a play caller. Oh, whoop. Perfectly executed. Perfectly executed. One-on-one. That step. See that step right there? That's what caused. You got to stay lighter on your feet. 6. Got to stay lighter on your feet. Tried to bump and run with him. Couldn't do it. So now the game is like, now the halftime prediction that I gave actually aging well. It is actually aging well. Seeing that I said, it's looked close, but it easily could have seen Ohio State was going to just blow this thing wide open, and it could have happened at any point during the first half. And they look good. They look good. Again, they look like a team that's going to be contending for the national championship, to look to go back-to-back this year. Hopefully they do not. Again, I am a Michigan diehard, so hopefully they do not go back-to-back. This game in Ann Arbor a couple weeks from now is going to be major. So I will be back when the play starts. So. All right, and the dangerous part about, or the difficult part, the challenging part about being down this big, or to have such a, being down by so much, is now the defense on Ohio State knows exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to run the ball, so those DNs and those linebackers, if they do call it blitz, so just pass rushes in general, the pass rushes specialists are not going to slow down that pass rush at all. It is going to be full throttle. I'm coming to get the quarterbacks, so because they know what you're going to do. You can't run the ball anymore. You're down by too much. Good tackle. Good tackle, 23. Good tackle, 23. All right. And watch it. You'll see it. You'll see the pass rush just kind of pinning their ears back, and they're getting again. They're going to get after him. To me, that run was simply just to slow down the pass rush because they thought they can get one, but they're not going. They're down by too much. They're not gonna. They're not gonna be able to run their ball today. I mean, at this stage of the game, they're not gonna be able to run the ball. There we go. All right, it's protected well. It's, oof. Caleb Downs again. Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs making a play. I mean, he is a motherfucker, man. He's a player. Kind of drew them off sides there. Illinois is just trying to salvage something here. They just, I mean, throughout the entire game, they just could never get it going. There was never any real rhythm outside of maybe 2 drives. There was never any real rhythm that Illinois had because this defense was absolutely just suffocating and suffocating and suffocating in so many ways. And I do believe it's because you gotta with these guys, man, you gotta really establish. Oh, and easily should have been another turnover there, but you gotta establish a run game with them. And I'm not talking about the cute finesse shit. I'm talking about running it right down their throat, north, south, opening these things up, bringing those safeties closer, bringing those linebackers closer, and then hitting them with mid-range, like a quick game in terms of really out routes and, some screens, some draws, and then looking for that big play deep. But you got to make sure you're pounding the rock the best you can against these guys, because if you get too cute, if you try to finesse them, they're just too talented and too athletic to be finessed. All right. They're too talented, too athletic to be finessed. You got to run directly at those mofos, which is why, again, myself as a Michigan fan, we've beat them for the past 4 years, because our run game and running directly at them was where it was at. It's that important. Yes, you have got to run directly at those guys. And we'll be back when the play starts. Back. And we're back. As one Crookshank Hill, your one and only Move Swiftly Speaker. Doing what we do, breaking down the game in a way in which will make you as a business owner very, very happy because of the reduced amount of turnover you will see. Watching a game that is getting really, really out of hand. I expected Ohio State to win, but to get their, to beat to beat some ass the way they're beating their ass is not necessarily something I expect or even like seeing, to be honest with you. But then again, I do I like it, but I don't like it. You know, you want Ohio State's head getting a little swelled before they come to Ann Arbor to get that annual ass kicking that they're gonna get from the Michigan Wolverines. But it is it is a good team. In all seriousness, it is a very, very good team. A team that looks very, very capable of going and winning a back-to-back national championship. They are. I mean, when you again meet myself as a defensive guy, when you see a defense that's playing as good as they're playing, you understand they always going to have a chance. There's always going to be a shot in terms of how they win and how they play, how they go about their business. Defense wins championships. Understand that. Defense wins championships. Offense sells a lot of tickets, but defense wins championships. Third and 8. Let's see what they do here. Okay. Noise with the stop. Big stop for them, but the clock is going to continue to run and run and run and run and run. Now, if you're smart, Ohio State, you let the play clock run all the way down to about 10, maybe 5 seconds before you snap it. You let your punter know, let your people know, hey, let's eat up some clock here. Don't rush to snap it. Oh man, the crowd is clearing out. The sheriff, they are clearing out of that thing. Time. I'll take the delay game. Why not? Good fair catch there. All right, we'll be back when play comes back. Back again, back again, back again. That's one Crookshank here. You're one and only. All right. Let's see. First and 10. And let's see what's left of Philadelphia, what they could salvage here. Okay. Okay. Decent game there. Oh. Yeah, it looks like and that's another thing too. I've said it on multiple occasions. The great programs out there, they don't rebuild, they reload. And part of the ways that they reload is when you get a game like this that's pretty much decided. They want to get their young guys in there. They want to get their second team in there. They want to get the guys that are kind of the backups that need to be ready to go right now. Go out, get them some reps and see, because you're seeing a different D line on Ohio State. And it's because they want to make sure their guys are ready to go in case they need to be ready to go as we get into now the more serious games of the season, the more as playoff pitchers and all that stuff is starting to form. You got to have guys that are ready. I said it. You got to understand now. This is the big thing, the big lesson when it comes to business is your backups. The team with the best backups is usually the team that gets it done. The teams with the most depth. You cannot just be depending on a handful of guys to get stuff done. You got to make sure you have enough people, enough dogs. All right. You got to make sure you have enough dogs on the field or on your roster in case they need to jump in and make a play. Yep. Great tackle. That's a great tackle. Got rid of the block. It's a great tackle. Jesus. He comes right in. Good job, number 8. Untouched. That is a massive human being. There's some numbers right there. Those are some numbers, ain't there? Oh, they got him with the pass interference. And he did. Never turn around and played the ball. Ah, good play there. Let's see it. Wait, let's see it. Yeah, definitely did push. Oh, all right, let's see if they try the onside kick here. Make it interesting, make it fun. Back to the drawing board for Illinois. And these things happen, you know. It's a reason they're ranked number one for a reason. So they came in and showed everyone why they're the number one team. But it's a week to week thing. And as one of the things you got to understand as a business owner is that you still got to show up every single day, no matter what the ranking says, no matter what you look like today, you know, next week, tomorrow, whatever. Then there's always going to be changing, and you always got to have the mindset of continuously getting better. Mm-hmm. That's a bit of a cheap shot there, number 3. That's not, and that's a big thing here at this time of the game. Now that the game's decided, look at the schedule. So Wisconsin, Penn State one can get interesting. They're really there. They really next ranked team is us, the Wolverines, baby. About what, 6 weeks? 6 weeks. Yep. Dun dun dun. The game. Oh. Yeah, that one's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one in Ann Arbor. It's gonna be a fun one in Ann Arbor, man. And I've watched every Michigan game this season. We are not even close to being the team that we can be. There's so much there, so many mistakes, so many things so many holes. The potential is very, very clear in terms of how good we can be, but it is not come together yet. It has not come together yet in an actual game, yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing both teams, you know, compete at their best during that time. You know, I'm really, really looking forward. It's going to be a fun and exciting game. And yes, we will be out there. I will be recording that one right here, and the game will be on this channel. So you don't have to worry about that. You already know. You already know. At 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock to the 3:30 slot is going to be here watching this. So, subscribe to the channel, like the channel if you like what you heard today and you kind of like where I'm going in terms of using the game from the employee development standpoint and all that. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff, because this is the direction that we're taking the business. It's such a rewarding thing to be able to watch and diagnose and break down the sport that I love so dearly in a way that is making sense to people who didn't grow up around the sport or just wants to run and be a part of a successful business. Or the people who did grow up around the sport, now they're in business and they want to figure out ways to align the business with the kinds of things that you learn on the field, the integrity, the teamwork, the working together, the just people coming together for one common goal and just competing, man. Learning that competition. That competition's big. That competition's big. Learn how to compete. Learn how to compete, folks. Learn how to compete. It's so damn important. You got to learn how to compete, man. Nothing. There he is. So that number 10 on Ohio State, like I told you guys last week when I saw Dylan Jones, that number 10 on Ohio State is a Good Counsel Falcon, former alma mater of the Good Counsel Falcons. He played Fahim Delani, I think it is, and he played safety. So let's see if he can get up in there and make a play. There we go, number 10. Come on, number 10. Come on, Fahim. Whenever I see Good Counsel guys out there playing, I'm a rock with the home team, man. That's the squad. That's the alma mater right there. We gotten down to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back when the play comes back. And we are back. We are back. That's one Crookshank here. Your one and only Move swiftly speaker. Former Division I college football player, current 6-time published author and educator. Breaking down the game the best way that anyone out there, better than anybody out there who does this stuff. I learn from a lot of folks too, so I watch a lot of it. I consume it. This is my life. Taking the concepts of the game and applying them to your businesses. So you have a team. You have a team that has that dog in them, that mentality in them, that championship DNA that you want to build in your culture, in your organization. Can't tell you, they can't express to you the importance of that. Can't over emphasize, I should say, the importance in that. Oh, got home on the blitz. Oh, they still got Caleb Downs in the game. Ooh. Now here they can actually make the score somewhat respectable. If they were to put one in the end zone here, it'd be 23-20, so they can make the score. But this was a dominant, make no mistake about it, this was a dominant win by Ohio State. And that is ball game. That is the ball game, folks. I would assume that Ohio State's just going to come and kneel it, victory formation. And again, like I said, their next rim. Now, we can't overlook unranked opponents. You never know. But as it stands right now, the next ranked opponent is my beloved Michigan Wolverines. We know. We know what's about to go down there. It is going to be a fucking game, a football game. All right, because again, like I said, I watch them every weekend. That's my team. That's the guys I ride with, win or lose, and we get better every single week. You see the growth and the progress and the opening up of the playbook, and they got to come to the big house. They got to come to Ann Arbor for this one. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Now, also, you can't overlook the Penn State game too. So should be interesting to see what happens as they continue as the season goes, and that's just the way it is. So all that being said, however, let me close you guys out. Again, if you are interested in employee development and diving deeper into the work I do, just simply head over to makeyourmove.com. That is MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.